Hey guys, what's up? A few weeks ago, I began working on this little build for a pirate ship. And it's just like one room, but in this week's episode of, well, it's not even this week's episode of Build Rexburg, it's just a new video. I'm going to begin building a pirate ship. Probably won't get it finished because I don't have a lot of brown pieces, but we're at least like begin it, and I've also got some concept builds that I want to show off. So let's get right into it. So guys, I've just built up these walls. So basically all I've done is 1x2 slate bricks, well, inverted slate bricks, all the way up like that, either side, and across the top here, I've put 1x4 bricks with 1x2 plates connecting them, along like that, along with 1x2 plates in the middle of that. Other than that, one brick in the middle, which is a 1x2, which is due to the ends being one stud, so then it all has to push it all in. But yeah, then you saw earlier I tiled this, and I've got some studs that I've hiding around because I don't want it to be completely smooth because it's a pirate ship. You need some rugged bits. So for now, I think this part is done. I want to try and add a window in here, but I'm not sure if that's tall enough yet. I was thinking like a rounded window, but that doesn't quite work on a slope. That won't be happening now. And just due to how I built it, I think the ship's gonna have flat sides and then curve right at the bottom. Yeah, now due to this being used in the Lego Movie 0.5, which is a fan film that I'm working on, which is a prequel to the first Lego Movie, if you want to help support that, go check out the links in the description. Got Patreon to get exclusive content, well, content like early access to content, also Instagram, I'm posting daily updates, and yeah. So now let's get into designing some of the Technic builds, because that needs to come out and things for the ship, because during the film stuff happens and the ship has to move and like Technic things need to happen. So let me start designing that. So as I mentioned a moment ago, I'm going to be using this pirate ship that we're designing in the Lego Movie 0.5, which is a 90-minute long animated film I'm working, prequel to the first Lego Movie. And during it, the bad guy has this pirate ship where he hits a button and two flaps flap down, which is what I've just designed. When I originally began designing these, I was thinking more like something that like popped out and then down. But overall, as I was designing it, I decided this was the best thing. So what it is these two beams. This isn't any of the right colours yet, which luckily are flush when you connect them to a 1x2 like this. So when that folds down, I needed some way to make the studs on either side, because I want to tile the outside and then, well, it needs to be flush with all the bricks. So what I've done, I've got this central like square with these two bricks like facing the opposite direction using thing. So then I can place a plate in there which can connect any weapons or whatever to, and then the outer square can hold like the tiles across, but will need to be pulled out slightly due to it just being too tight. But overall, I think this is pretty good. So now I'm going to continue designing this, make it a bit more stable, because currently it can spin like that. So I'll begin designing that a bit better. Be back in a minute. Guys, how I've designed this currently, because in the film that I'm working on, the script, it says like these basically like planes come out of the side of the ship. So I've designed this. The colours need recolouring, so this can drop down, and it's got like a net launcher here, which I thought would be quite cool, and it's a nice play feature. Now I've also designed this little platform, which either they can sit on or it can be the ship, and then they can just slide along there. It's a bit tight across the gap there, and they just slide along, and then they could take off or whatever. Overall, I quite like this, and I think it works very well. And it should allow me to have a flush wall along here, other than a gap here, which shouldn't be too much of a problem, depending on how I do it. Can I put... It's about 2 bricks tall, which I have 2 bricks on my desk here. Just over. So that should hopefully be able to make it around there if it needs to. So that's what I'm hoping anyway, and if not, maybe I can attach something onto the actual base part here, and that can open up like that. And then the plan for this is it can sit like over here. It's either lower or on the same level. Probably can end up on the same level. And it can just be like that. And then, boom, drop out. And then I'll build a few more of these. So there'll probably be one on this side, another one on this side, and then maybe a couple more. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm thinking like a large platform, like this sort of thing, that can rise up out of the top of the ship, but I'm not sure on that. I need to also work on the sails and things. Something else I was just doing is working on like this curve, because I'm not quite sure on how, like that's a 45-degree curve base, or 51 I think, but like that curve is very straight. I think I might want to make it a bit more like that. Because what I'm going to do is have the top level, and then this is probably going to be directly under. So yeah, I do want that quite flush at the back. Yeah, what I might do, I'm going to redesign this quickly, and then I'll show you in a minute. So guys, what I've decided to do is build this curved window. So then this will be the captain's quarters, and the ship will probably bow down like this, but then under here will be the main ship, here will be the top deck, and this will be like, you can walk straight from this onto the top deck, which I think will look quite cool, with staircases going up either side, and then where you control the ship, like the steering wheel and everything, up here. And then over there will be, I think, 2 big sails, which I need to go out and buy probably, and that will look quite cool. Because although you probably won't see most of the interior details in the film, other than like this room, yeah, it will just be this room that you'll basically see in the film from what I've written so far, and then the exterior of the boat or ship, whatever it's called. I want to build it all because I'm an animator and a Lego fan, so I want to build this massive ship, and it's a bit of content for you. So if you want to see more, I'll be posting another update next week, hopefully continuing it, maybe even connecting this up to it. If you want to help support the project, I do have a Patreon where I'm releasing some videos early. And yeah, also go check out Instagram, TikTok, links are all in the description. You can also go check out my Game of Bricks. Use the link in the description for 25% off. That's where I get all my lighting kits. There might not be an update on this build next week because I'm reviewing one of their light kits though. And then I'm also selling Gwen Stacy from the new Spider-Man CMF series over on my Brickhouse store, which all the money that I earn from Brickhouse, Game of Bricks or Patreon will all go straight back into content. And I'm hoping to make it even better for you, including the new end credit scene, like whatever it's called, credit, like image, which you're about to see right now, because this is From the Stud signing out. Bye.